How is everyone doing today? Shankar P right here. Today we're going to look at the market and see what is going on. A lot of news came out today, so without further ado, let's dive right in. Alright guys, so we're looking at Bitcoin and you can see it is moving. It is moving up right now. We've broken out of this consolidation. And we are heading higher. So if you're looking at on a daily time frame, guys, Bitcoin has broken higher. And realistically, now that we've broken this area of support and resistance from 2022 and 2021, this is very significant. Mainly because this resistance was such a huge support in 2021's bull market. So this indicates for us that, hey, we are, about to have the next leg of Bitcoin's price action, right? So we're in the bull market phase. Now let's look at the Gaussian channel. So let me pull that up again. And if we look at the Gaussian channel on the 5-day time frame, you can see, guys, whenever the Gaussian channel, the price action is above the Gaussian channel, Bitcoin has a nice rally. So you can see here, we were above the Gaussian channel and Bitcoin completely shot up. So again, and let me actually go to the BLX, guys. So this is a 5-day time frame. So you can see here, we're above the Gaussian channel in 2015. The price completely shot up. When we were above the Gaussian channel here, price completely shot up. And again, we are above the Gaussian channel again over here, and the price is taking off. So that's just something that we want to consider, is that yes, price action that we've been using has been, we've only been looking at price action, but today we're going to go over a couple more things aside from price action. So we're gonna look at the MACD. So normally I don't use the MACD that often, but if we look at it on the monthly time frame, and again we'll go back to the BLX. So if we look at the MACD on the monthly time frame, anytime the MACD has crossed bullish, so you can see here let me just bring it down all the way here. So the MACD crossed bullish over here in 2015, and then 2016. You can see the price of Bitcoin moved up really nice exponentially, and we had that bull run over here in 2020. The MACD crossed and we had our bull run. And right here, guys, the MACD has crossed. We were bullish here on the MACD. And so now, these are more things showing us, just besides price action, because we only really do talk about price action a lot on this channel, but on a longer time, you can see, looking at this on the monthly, is that, Bitcoin looks like it's going to continue to move up again with this, break of this resistance here. So that is wonderful for the Bitcoin price. So just keep that into consideration, guys, as you're trading and investing. For me, stochastics and MACDs, we look at these more on the monthly, the weekly time frame, and the daily time frame, just because looking at closer than that kind of may confuse you. So let's look on the weekly time frame here. So now, if we're looking at this right now, so yeah, the stochastic RSIs. Let me see what the RSI is saying. Just a regular RSI, relative strength. Let me pull that up. See on the monthly time frame. So yeah, so we can see on the monthly time frame right now, guys. Yeah, we're not oversold or overbought. So if this is the beginning of the next bull market, we do have a lot of time left. And a lot of individuals like to look at the stochastic RSI as an indicator to see if the price is going to continue or not. So anytime we were oversold with the stochastic RSI, we did have a just the regular RSI, we did have a pullback. You know, we've come all the way down here. We had this divergence. So we had this divergence here from here to here, right, and here to here, small divergence. But as we're looking at the price right now, guys, you know, this is pretty neutral. I mean, I only use the RSI for divergence, and to be honest, for me, it doesn't really give that much more information other than divergences. So right now, there's no indication that the price is going to reverse on the monthly time frame at all. Okay, so let's consider that. Now we're going to look at the NVT. So anytime the NVT is red, guys, that normally indicates for Bitcoin that the price is going to keep moving up. The fact that we haven't broken down and we're not, you know, we're still red indicates that the price is going to continue heading higher. So this is very good for the Bitcoin price. When the NVT flashes gray, normally that indicates the price is going to drop. So we had that over here at the top of the market. The NVT flashed in April of 2021, and you know, I actually saw this, but I didn't actually think it was going to be correct. But you can see it was pretty much at the top of the market, and then again when it was gray, and then we were all the way up here, red, and then it flashed gray again at around 50,000, and then the price just continued to fall, right? So coupling this with price action, guys, right now it looks like Bitcoin's going to continue heading up, and you know, NVT still showing that the price is going to continue heading up. So are we in a bull market, guys? I've been saying we are in the accumulation phase of the bull market, right? So we're in the accumulation phase still. You know, we're getting closer to the previous all-time high, and then once we get past that previous all-time high, that's when the Bitcoin price, altcoins, will do really well. Now let's look right here on the S&P 500. So currently, guys, the S&P 500, you know, we are on the support, and like I was saying, let's see how the price action plays against the support area. And we had this bounce. Now is the S&P now all of a sudden in a bull market, or back in an uptrend? I wouldn't even say bull market, just in an uptrend. No. Yeah, I'm looking on the daily time frame for us to break this high, for us to say on the daily time frame we're in an uptrend. We're still below the last low, right? So we're still below this last low here that was created. So if we look here, this was the last low that was created on the daily time frame, and we're at it. So, you know, on the daily time frame, we're still in a downtrend. However, if we look here on the 1 hour time frame, guys, we are, you know, we made this low, had this support here. Now the price is heading up, making you know, a move higher. So let's see how, once it gets to these areas, how it reacts. You know, I'm not saying we're in an uptrend, but breaking this area and continue heading high gives us a higher probability on the daily time frame to get up to this area right here, right? To get up to this area right here. So just consider that, guys, while you're trading and investing. You know, the price for the S&P 500, the market structure still looks weak, right? It's still looking pretty weak. And you know, we're at the 50% Fibonacci area right here. So, you know, point A to point B, we're at the 50%, and the 50%, we'll see if we'll get a reversal or what will happen. You know, but right now, if I'm looking in the hourly time frame, we've broken these candles right here. We've broken above these candles right here. So, you know, right now it is looking stronger on the hourly time frame, to keep on heading higher on the hourly time frame. So let's see tomorrow how the price reacts. Remember, we are still anticipating sorry guys, you know, we're still monitoring the TLT. So we're still monitoring the TLT to see when, the 10 versus 2 year, to see when, you know, it's going to uninvert. and we're as well monitoring the VIX. The VIX has come down, and like I said, if we break this low here, then I would consider that we're not going to be, heading further higher. But until we break this low, the structure's still looking like we're going to be heading higher, because you want to consider this, guys. If we don't break this low, right? If we don't break this low here, we come down, test, and then we can head higher, right? Because that would be a double bottom. So we would need to see a break below this area and some type of rejection before we can consider that, okay, the structure of the price isn't bullish, right? So you want to consider that, guys, while you are trading and investing. So now let's look at mortgage rates, guys. Mortgage rates still look like they're going to increase and head higher. There was a pause for Canada, but again, I do think we're going to keep on pushing higher for oil. And let's look at actually the inflation, guys. So I have this here. So this is the United States inflation rate year over year. And as you can see, people say inflation is too high, but if we're actually looking at it, I just drew this box. Let's say this is the average, where inflation has been inside for most of the time. All right, so this is where inflation has been most of the time from 1983 till now. So there's been some outliers within that. So we have, right here, over here, and then we have right now pretty much 2022, right? So what I want you guys to consider is that right now inflation is kind of exactly where it should be at the moment, right? Inflation isn't out of whack or out of line right now. We're sitting pretty much exactly where we should be in relatively to, if we're looking in the past from all the way from 1983 to now, right? So inflation to me is looking like, based on the chart, it's fine, right? We're doing just fine. Right, so that's really it for today, guys. I mean, Bitcoin is heading up. Enjoy the ride if you're in. Keep learning if you're not and you're trying to build your capital. But one thing I really want to say, guys, is regardless if Bitcoin is going up or down or left or right, Bitcoin goes up, Bitcoin goes down, the markets will always be there. Just keep working on your skill, because the markets will always be there. And realistically, guys, if you keep working on your skill and keep on getting better, you'll be able to make trades in both directions, up, down, consolidation areas, and you'll be able to control your emotions and everything better, right? We've been covering this movement pretty much this whole year, guys. So pretty much this whole year we've been covering the movement, at least from, I would say, March, a bit before, just with price action. So without that being said, guys, please message me if there's any information you'd like to learn, whether it's with cryptocurrency, altcoins, Bitcoin, stocks, indices. I'm more than happy to share my knowledge and be of service. All right, take care.